Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Williams. Right side, it's Moss. Gets away from one, finds some space. It's a running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball at 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too.
There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Makes the grab. They stop it well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Williams. Out wide right, it's Moss. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating...
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Intercepted and room to run. Touchdown, Wolverines. Took it all the way back to the house. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's a give to Washington. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Washington right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Williams. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Going for it all. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Left side, it's James. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Huskies look to keep this drive humming. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Here's Williams to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. On the run, fires downfield. Working on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3 explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll try to run it with Washington. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Washington. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Rush is on. Still looking for a man. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Williams. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they
makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Husky. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put
open space in the middle. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Rolling, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Complete on the comeback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A fortuitous penalty here. The defense had stopped them, but this offense, thanks to the flag, will have a set of downs. Pulls it, fired complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Williams. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Second and long here. Williams will pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Williams. Stepping to the right. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Unloads in the nick of time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll try the counter. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Here's Underwood. Rolls right. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure with this guy.
He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So they covered 42 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Throwing, Williams. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. On the move. Lets it fly. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football break.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Oh, pressure's coming. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And the Huskies will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense...
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the right. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves in.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for it.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hits inside. It's Washington. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Washington wants to go quickly. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. 3rd and 9. Williams. Under pressure. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Buying time to his right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Williams. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Williams. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Washington again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Washington right back to the line. On third down, here's Washington. Breaks into the open. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Sees an alley. There's a little room there. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throwing, Williams. Turns it upfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he makes the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Underwood. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster. And
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback changing the play. Fourth down, Underwood. Rushes on. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
A first down run in the red zone. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Right side, it's Marshall. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown,